I feel like people wouldn't necessarily know I have makeup on unless they got up really close, at which point I could yell 6 feet and then we'd be good. I like how I said last time that I was gonna fix these creases in the backdrop. Yeah, I didn't do that. Hi guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I haven't filmed in, I want to say eons, but that's just if we're being technical. My head has just not been down at this desk as of late. But today, we have a couple of things, more than a couple. We have some things to test out, 2 of which are luxury products and 2 are from the drugstore. Balance. But there are only 2 brands, so the 2 brands that we're talking about today are AURIC. I keep wanting to call it AURIC Beauty, but I think it's AURIC Cosmetics. And the other one is Maybelline. Those are the brands. Alright, so if you want to see me try these things out, stick around. If you're into this kind of stuff, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Alright, I want to start by explaining the foundation really quick. I feel like I'll have less to say about the Maybelline stuff just because, to be honest, I saw Smoky Glow talking about it and I was like, okay, yeah, I've never tried this. Gonna give it a whirl. But I went online to try to find my foundation shades. I went to the Maybelline website. Using the color selector, it said that I would be, what was it? Classic Ivory. Okay, so that sounded fine. And then I had the foreskin? I had the forethought to go into a Walmart and pick one up in person just to make sure that the color match was decent. Yeah, Classic Ivory was like 17 shades too dark for me. I wound up getting number 110 Porcelain. You can see it even holding it here. Like, this was the lightest shade that they had. I'm fair, but I'm not like the fairest of them all, if you know what I mean. Just kind of accepted the fact that it would likely be too dark for me. But then I remembered I got the Glowlust from AURIC, and I figured maybe if I mix the 2, it could lighten things up. I don't know. We're going to find out. I got the Hydrate and Smooth Fit Me Foundation, SPF 18, foundation with vitamin E, yada yada yada. It's supposed to have a natural finish. My skin, if you watched our gender reveal video, I mentioned that I have like these red little beneath the skin pimples everywhere. Did not get that with my son's pregnancy. How do I want to apply this? Uno momento. I'm missing like half of my brushes. How does that happen? Found it. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to mix this guy with this guy. I guess that means I should talk about this guy. If you don't know what AURIC, I think it's cosmetics, but I want to say AURIC Beauty. Like that just sounds, I don't know. AURIC is a company that was started by Samantha Ravndal. If you don't know her, she is a YouTuber on YouTube. Fun fact about Samantha, she actually went to the same makeup school that I went to out in Vancouver. I don't know her personally. She either started the term right before me or right after me. I do think it was the same year, but we'd like just missed each other. Anyways, that is what led me to start following her years and years ago, and she's finally come out with her own line. This is our luxury brand for today. This is a Radiant Luminizer, and it was $45 US. And then I also have the Smoke Reflect, which is the eye product I'll show you after. This was $39 US. And this foundation was a whopping $7 Canadian, which is like 30 cents US. I originally was not going to pick up the Glowlust, but then I kept watching reviews on the line and everyone just made it look so good. So I decided last minute that as soon as it launched, I would grab this and I would grab the Smoke Reflect, which is the only thing I was going to get. Anyways, I'm glad I got it because apparently everything's sold out on their website. I want to talk about the packaging first because it is stunning. Don't look at my gross nails, please. They need to be cut really, really bad. But just like, look at, is it weird to frame this? It's so pretty. So the gold lettering, it's actually more of like a white gold on the box. I think on the product itself, it's gold, but if you know anything about AURIC, I'm sure you've already heard this before, but I'm gonna say it just in case there are people watching who don't know anything about it. The box is that like soft matte, which makes everything feel a little bit more luxurious. All right, then we have the bottle, and the luxe feel remains. It's that, again, like the soft matte smoked glass like weighty. So the gold, and everyone talks about the same thing, but honestly, I feel like the same stuff kind of stands out to everybody. The gold drip down the sides. Right, so I got this in Morganite, which again is the lightest shade in the collection. Now you can use this under your foundation, you can use it with your skincare. It's supposed to be really moisturizing. I'm going to mix it with my foundation to try to do some color play, but then also make the foundation a little bit more radiant, and then I'm going to go in and use it as my highlight at the end as well. So this foundation does not have a pump, which I don't like that. This is not going to go well. I don't know how much, oh god, how much I want or need. And I think I'm going to go 50-50 with the AURIC Glowlust. Oh, so she also made these caps, sort of not tough to take off, but they don't just slide off easily. And I knew that, but even still, when I went to open this, I did swatch this when I first got it, not on my face, but on my hand. And when I went to open it, even though I knew that she made the lid a bit stickier so it wouldn't come off easily when you're traveling and stuff like that, I still was like, oh, maybe I have to twist it. I wound up twisting the whole pump right on off because I'm an idiot. Okay, I did like a pump and a half. That's, oh, good God. Please don't break. There we go. She mentioned as well with the pump, she spent a lot of time developing that side of things. So I was able to do like literally like a pump and a half measured out. So I'm using a metal spatula and I'm going to mix this in. I think I'm going to apply it with my like e.l.f. foundation brush and just see how she goes. And then I will pop, pop, pop with my sponge. I don't think that's that bad of a color match. Like obviously I have to bring it down my neck, but I have to do that with most products. I feel like this is not going to be enough. Oh, jeez. As I was saying, I feel like this is not going to be enough product. I never want the coverage to be too heavy, but the redness that I've got going on, that needs to go. So with the Glowlust mixed in, I feel like it's definitely adding a bit of a sheen, but nothing looks accentuated, like my texture and stuff. But like I said, I'm going to go back through and kind of even everything out with the beauty blender. It's not a beauty blender, it's a beauty sponge. Cost me $1.25. But I do need a little bit more coverage, I think, so I'm going to go in again. And I'm going to go directly in with the beauty sponge this time. And just kind of put it in the spots that I think need a little bit more coverage. I do feel like I look super dewy, which is usually what I aim for. I feel like color-wise, we're good too. I think if I had just gone in with the Maybelline, it would not be my shade in the slightest, but with the AURIC mixed in, the kind of pinky undertones, I think it's saved it. Could use some more coverage on the schnoz. Overall, I feel like natural is probably the best way to explain the finish of these two products. You can still see my skin. I feel like people wouldn't necessarily know I have makeup on unless they got up really close. At which point I could yell 6 feet and then we'd be good. I'm not gonna set anything, but I am gonna throw on some under eye concealer, prime the lids, and be right back. Okay, so I haven't talked about this in a little while, but when I set my under eye, I go in with a powder, not a loose powder though. Whatever it is, it's gotta be pressed. And then I use a dry beauty sponge and I press it in just under my eyes. So that's the only place I'm gonna set because I get a little bit crepey. I picked up the Maybelline Fit Me pressed like matte and poreless powder foundation in the same shade Porcelain, and this is too light for me, and then this one's too dark. They're both the same shade. If they had just moved a smidge into the middle there, we could have had something beautiful. I'm just gonna dip right in here and then I press under my eye. I do bring it down along the side of my nose as well. I feel like it just kind of smooths things out, like texture, pores, everything just kind of gets, I don't know, buried beneath powder and looks a little bit more blown out. I'm gonna use it a little bit on my nose actually because this is not a translucent powder. It adds a little bit of coverage. Like I said, I'm just gonna do it under eye and then I put it on my whole face. I'm just adding a little bit to my chin. Again, just for the coverage, I have redness on my chin. Not using this product. Oh, and it was also $7 Canadian. Not using it as a full face foundation. I wouldn't anyways. I have dry skin, so generally I'm not going to put on a powder foundation. The next thing we're going to talk about is the AURIC Cosmetic, or AURIC Beauty because I don't actually know, Smoke Reflect. And I got the shade Defiance, which is supposed to be the like goldy shade. Again, beautiful packaging, very weighty, the same kind of smoked glass, soft matte black. One thing that I find about this, I'm gonna point it out, I don't know if other people have drawn this comparison, something like this. It's very similar to the YSL. Essentially, you know, YSL, gold lettering, overlapping, vertical, on top of black. And then AURIC, same thing. Gold lettering, overlapping, vertical, on top of black. Not knocking it. This is beautiful. This is also beautiful. They both feel very luxurious. But yeah, just something fun that I noticed. When Sam mentioned that this would be one of her products, it just made sense. Reminds me a lot of, oh god, this looks gross, the Hourglass Scattered Light eyeshadow. It's like that cream glitter eyeshadow. This is just like a one product, pat it on and you're good to go. This one has basically 3 looks in one. You can pat on the cream color, you can also throw the shimmer on top of it, or you can do kind of one or the other. Is it 3 or 4? I don't know. My hope for this product is that it's just kind of an easy slap it on and walk out the door situation. I am going to throw down a quick light base up top and a crease shade, and then we're gonna get into this. Please hold. So I threw on a crease color and I did the same color just on my lower lash line. Now we're gonna use AURIC. Smoke Reflect, to be precise. When you open up the top, that's the little shimmer stuff. Okay. And oh, when you open this, it does have this. I have heard that you don't have to keep that in there though. So I'm gonna toss it. I think this lid is supposed to be an airtight. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you can see it. She's sweating a little bit, but who am I to judge when it comes to sweating? That honestly doesn't bother me with the temperature changes, just in Canada in general right now. I'm not gonna lie, do not often use cream shadows, so this is a gamble for us today, folks. I feel like I often see Sam using like a fluffier brush. That's what we're gonna try out. Just tap it in there.
Just tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
I don't know how much is too much, so that should be fun. I don't know. Okay. And then I'm just gonna pat it on my lid. Oh yeah. Oh Jesus. It just gives a really sheer wash. I was worried it would come out a little bit, maybe too dark. When you apply it, at least with a brush, I don't know what happens if you put it on with a finger. It just goes on so softly. I'm actually really happy with the color choice. When I grabbed it, I was between this one and the more rose gold one. And I think the rose gold one is something I would normally... Ow! As I was saying, the rose gold one is one I would normally gravitate towards. This is where she stands. Okay, now I'm gonna throw on the shimmer. This one's gonna be a little bit more gold, which I'm okay with as the shimmer. I just didn't want the base to be too yellow. I'm gonna use my finger. Ooh, okay, so it kind of picks up, like, again, more of, yeah, actually, very similar to the color of the lettering on the box, like a white gold. And I'm just gonna pat that. Oh, holy smokes. That is powerful, and it looks fucking pretty. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love that so much. I love it. Wow. This is just the perfect, like the combination of the skin with the eyes, just natural. I need to finish up everything else and then I'm gonna throw on, or should I throw that on first? Let me throw this on first, actually. We're gonna go back in with the Glowlust. Honestly, putting this lid back on seems to be more of a problem for me than anything. I'm just gonna use my finger and just like try to pick up the smallest amount, and I'm gonna use this as my highlight. And I saw Teresa's Dead say she prefers putting it on with her finger and blending it out, and because I can't think for myself, that's what we're gonna do today. I don't even understand how it works. It full on just looks dewy. There's no shimmer, there's no sparkle. It just looks like a dewy ass face. Not a dewy ass face, it's like a dewy ass. Never mind. The dew has been done. Where else can I put this? Bring it up the nose, on the lips, a little bit on the brow bone. I look radiant. All right, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face and then I will be back again. Is there a point when I should stop telling you that I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face, or is it just kind of understood? Yeah. When I say that I struggled with my lashes, oh buddy. It's almost as if I haven't done my makeup in months. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I feel like I just look like I have natural, not shitty skin. There's a little bit of glow in there. just from mixing the Glowlust in with my foundation and then also using it as the highlighter. This is the highlight that I like. It's not sparkly. I'm also finding that there's been no creasing. Even in my laugh line, like I can see it, but it's just sitting there minding its own business. I'm not, here's the thing. I'm not surprised that AURIC is great. I'm almost sad because I don't want to spend $45 on an illuminizer. That being said, she did say it'll last a long time. Oh, and then the eye stuff. Defiance Smoke Reflect. I think it's great. If you're into like the more soft, subtle kind of look, I'm sure you could build it up and make it look a little bit more dramatic, depending on how you apply it and what other shades you use. The foundation itself, I don't think I can try it without the Glowlust because of the color. But right now, mixed with AURIC, I really do like this foundation. I like the way it's sitting. I like the way it looks on my skin. The coverage is good. It's not high coverage. Do not expect a full coverage foundation. And then this, I probably like this even better than the foundation just as a setting powder. It's not translucent. It gives a little bit more coverage for my under eye. I have liked everything today. That is it. Thank you for hanging out. I don't remember my closing line because it's been so long. Oh, I hope you learned something interesting. No. I hope you found that interesting, or at the very least, I hope it helped you kill some time if that's what you were trying to do, and I hope to see you back at some point. Nailed it! Bye!